Hi, Aries, and welcome to February 2023. Love. A sacred love. A love of vows. Vows to ourselves and to others. Do we realize how the commitment of that and taking responsibility of that through thick and thin, for better or for worse, really matters? Okay, this read is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Let's get started. Okay, Aries, let's see what we got. We have the Six of Swords, Judgment, and the Nine of Wands. So, a depletion because someone left. It was time. It was time. It was kind of like, okay, I gotta go. I'm depleted, energetically depleted, mentally depleted. It's like, oh my God, right? Spirit saying, you need to go. And why? I'm going to use the vice versa for clarifying cards. Okay? Aries. Are some of you not seeing the truth of what it is that is making you feel bound and drained, and not only emotionally, we have emotional, mental, and physical drainage here. It's like the Trinity, right? And that's why Spirit stepped in and said, wait, you can't go on like this. You cannot go on like this. I mean, some of you, it is a self-sabotage situation where, some of you, Aries, when things get really rough, right? You leave, you escape, you need to escape. Some of you are escaping, right? Sorry. So the call from Spirit is, let's figure this out. Why do you feel mentally exhausted, drained physically, and not able to do anything but just walk away? Your eyes are not open to what it is that Spirit, I feel, really needs to express to you, right? Let's get another card. Spirit needs to show you that it's time, Aries, to work on yourself. This is the call to work on yourself. So if it's been for the last 6 to 10 months, let's say, anywhere between 6 and 10 years, months, or days, doesn't matter. Spirit had to say, it's time for you to really work on yourself. Working on self and really having things illuminated that are in the dark, which means, right, these are all your shadow. And we need to work on the shadow in order to see the light. And we're not there yet. So for some of you, you're still bound by your thoughts and or the belief systems that you grew up with, right? They're still affecting how you go about your life and how you've been so depleted. And there's a call here for you from Spirit to say, okay, now take some time for yourself. You need time for yourself to figure out the lessons you're learning, the way that you react, the way that you have patterns that are connecting the dots of patterns from your past. So take your time to really relate to what it is that has really gotten you down on your knees. You're like literally so exhausted. And Spirit's saying, okay, let's work on this. This is emotional. She's on the water. This is emotional, it's mental, and it's physical. Everything has affected you. And that's why Spirit came in and said, wait a second. Hold on, time out. You need a massive timeout. If you're not taking one, please. That could mean a vacation. If you need to move, you need to move on, you need to move out. But it's time for you to really delve into the moments of your life where either you sabotaged something or another did. I feel it's you. I feel like too much. I feel like it's too much. And you see here in the depiction of this card, right? This is about your childhood. Right? So did some of you as a child see your parents or a parent like really work hard, and but the reason why they were always working hard was they were escaping your own self, child self, and adult self, right? So some of you just don't want to see what it is that is happening in your external world is really about your internal world of what patterns form, where are the threads that connect all of the lessons that you have or haven't learned. Some of you've learned them, but you're still not willing to utilize those lessons. And when you don't utilize those lessons, things fall apart. And when things fall apart and we fall apart, right, masculine and feminine here, both or one party says, I'm out. And Spirit's saying, yeah, you've got to. You've got to put yourself first and figure out what happened here. Are you escaping every time something gets really too much? Are you not seeing the patterns, the lessons? Are you not adhering to the pause button? This is pause. This is take a massive time out. It's time for you to take a time out. There's no doubt about it. Okay, let's get 3 more cards for Aries. It's time out. Time out. Spirit says, you can't keep going on like this. Okay, let's see what's here. Look at this. Who's there? No one. 4 of Cups. Sadness, depression. I don't know, put a fork in it. Meaning, is it over? Was it over? Are you still 9 of Wands? Are you coming out of your shell? Are you understanding that you need the time alone to understand what it is that you're missing in and of your childhood? Can you come out now? You will come out now, Spirit's saying. You will come out now, but you are wounded. You are seeing things. You're going to be coming out into the light of a new day within the next 9 days, 9 months. So give yourself some time, because we have here 4, 7, and 9. Spirit saying, let yourself feel what it is you need to feel. Sadness, regret, emotional sadness, losing someone. Maybe you lost someone really significant, right? Maybe you lost someone and you didn't even see it happening. Like it just, you know, it's you or someone else. I mean, honestly, I think it's you. There's only one person in these cards. Look, the only time two people are coming together is that the feminine needs time to escape, a timeout, to move on and really assess what's happened. If it's you, or if you are dealing with an external masculine, then someone's really sad, depressed, missed opportunity with you, and or vice versa. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But honestly, this Aries is all about how you deal when the going gets rough. How do you deal? Do you escape? Do you run away? Do you not want to see the truth that has been going on? And Spirit's saying, that's why. This is your pause button. Angels are saving you from continuously self-sabotaging or hurting yourself and or others. Or others hurting you, right? And what is it that you don't see? What is it that you don't see? Or that is it that you haven't seen certain actions from yourself or others? Because you're on the defense here. She's coming out, really. She's coming out to face what it is that she's been dealing with. Okay, I'm going to get a couple more of these cards. So let's see what Aries is coming out of that cave after being tied up and bound to. You got to change you got to change how you think. You got to change what you do and how you do it. You have to be released from old behaviors and old belief systems. The Hangman is like, are you not willing? A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for sure that has left. If it's not, then this could be, you know, someone whom was, maybe you felt someone was cold-hearted, right? Cold as ice. Maybe you felt someone needed to change their perspective and they, you know, I feel that a lot of lessons from the past keep coming up, and you know, this is like, we're done. Someone may be helping you get through your sadness, your loss, your regrets. Some of you, it's resentment. Some of you, I hope, I really do, have not gotten so affected by love that you have chosen to be more cold-hearted. Spirit's saying, take this time to chill. Take this time to chill. You're still bound by your past. And that is something that you need to look at. This is a wake-up call. This is, okay, how many times has someone left and come back, right? Right here. It's what the cards say. Left left you, and maybe came back how many times? How many times? Right? Left and came back again, whatever. Over the course of 7 years, 7 months, whatever it is, there's a continuous pattern being played out here that Spirit says you need to work on yourself. Whomever this resonates with, masculine and feminine. So have you gotten the call? Have you gotten the call to help yourself through this? Right? Have you gotten the call? That Spirit wants you to totally start looking at what it is that needs to be healed. Your heart needs to be healed. It's almost as though it's not heartless. It's just you've gotten, for some of you, it's chilling out. You need to chill out and get away and slowly make your way out into the light again. But it's going to be a slow process, no doubt. And Spirit's saying this has to happen. It had to happen. And you need to figure out what patterns have formed in order for you to get back out there, into the light of a new day. Okay, Aries. And here we have child. The child that grew up, right? Knowing you have the key and the answers from Spirit, right? This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is reversed because what you grew up thinking, believing about sacred love, committed love, honorability, responsibility, now you're needing to change your perspective about that. The apple here, right? The apple is sliced into halves. This child knows that there's the flip side, right? The good and evil, the right and wrongs, the seeing life in, the yin and the yang. Right? And the priest is, right? Not the Trinity, this. This is peace be with you and also with you. This is about waking up to your honoring the sacred love as you love yourself and how you grew up seeing your family love one another, your mom and dad. I'm going to tell you, for some of you, it was either a mom or a father figure who every time something happened, they left. They left the house. They took off for a few days, maybe longer. Maybe they went on vacation. Maybe they just said, I can't take it, and they walked. Some of you, a mother and or a father figure just used to just leave, a divorce, almost like a divorce. a separation. Maybe some of you were legally separated for a minute. And then, you know, changing your perspective and maybe your thinking process allowed you to, or your getting away has made you rethink your commitments and how you see love and the sacredness of that love. This could be like, you know, we're not divorced, but we're definitely separated. So there's a separation. You don't have to be married, but because the Hierophant's here, it looks like maybe that commitment almost came to fruition. Maybe some of you wanted to get married and the call is, wait a second, you're not ready. Maybe you already have been through commitments and loyalties of and from others, and based upon the past, you know, that didn't work, you or someone else just needed to take a time out. This is a massive time out. Okay? All right. Let me get your karma cards. So in February, it is all about, Aries, the way that you have perceived love on so many levels of that: emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial. There's no financial in here, but I guarantee you, I mean, there is with the Seven of Pentacles, right? But this is really more to me with these cards going on is just you're not able to get over a loss. The loss of someone, or the loss of a, you know, if it is a parent, I don't feel that is. I feel it's the loss of how you viewed the loss of another, and or walking away from another based upon the values, the belief systems, the upholding of spiritual, religion, whatever, commitment of the highest order. And it didn't happen. All right, let's get one more for Aries. It didn't happen. So you're like, I'm out. Okay. What is your vision of love? What does it and how does it speak to you, Aries? Do you defend how you feel? Is it more unconventional, the ways that you approach a sacred bond or wanting a sacred bond? Have you, it's not the norm. Maybe you have seen and experienced love as a child unconventionally. And now you're like, well, I don't know. I defend myself. I feel like, I do have a different vision and or version of what love means and or has meant to me based upon my parents and also my last 3 relationships, right? And how in that light or in that shadow waiting to be exposed is the control of the situation. How do you control situations, and how have you controlled situations? Have you accepted this about yourself? It deems itself as the highest and lowest vibration on the scale of our chakras and being in alignment with, right? Has prayer been your superpower? Are we being given time now to purify what needs purification in order to resurrect? and discover how our reactions cause us to feel, how our eccentricity, our powers of independently being so, eccentric and different and reactive. These are the ways of our discoveries. This is now what you're discovering about yourself. It is time to discover yourself in order to resurrect what has been and what needs to be purified. What has happened, where you've been, who you've lost, who you've loved, and purify those in order to resurrect. Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Well, we have Scorpio, Aquarius, and then Cancer as well. Okay? Take the time, Aries. Take this time. I don't care how long it takes. Don't rush it. Take this time. Give yourself enough time to reevaluate where you've been, how you react, how you control, how you have been sad, the losses, the regret, the emotional unavailability to yourself. And try to come out of it when you're ready. You will come out and see the light of a new day, but you will also be very cognizant, is what they're saying. You're going to be very cognizant, very clear-minded and headed about what Spirit has asked you to go into your shadow self and realize. So this is shadow work that needs to be done. Absolutely. Because you and or someone else has sabotaged your own opportunities. I send you so much love and light, and I'm here if you need me. Okay? Take care.